today, if you talk to your friend today, that's right, you don't have friends, do you? I'm just kidding, I'm playing. But today we're talking about making friends in recovery. Right after this.
Welcome to the 4 Mics, 13 Teeth, 1 Ankle Monitor podcast. A podcast about addiction recovery made by addicts for anyone battling addiction.
Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to 4 Mics, 13 Teeth, 1 Ankle Monitor. It's podcast ministry of First Baptist Church here in Hogansville. We welcome you, friends. So today, I'm Gary Blanks, and this is...
Hi, I'm Amanda Blanks.
Yeah, this is my wife. What's happening? This is my second best friend, guys. Yeah, you're my second. You're not my first.
I don't mind.
As long as it's behind Jesus, though,
That's
right?
right.
Okay.
That's right.
So, making friends in recovery. So, first off, we need to know, what is a friend? What do you know what a friend is?
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So, a friend is someone you know and have a bond or mutual affection with. So, I don't like Auburn. I like Georgia. So, can we still be friends?
I mean, I don't know, it's questionable. No, a friend for me is someone that you can trust, someone who holds you accountable.
Okay. So, yeah, a friend, I just want to say that looking for friends, you want to find somebody that's trustworthy.
Yeah, but it's like what you
Sincere.
said before. Before you can find a friend, you have to learn how to be a friend first.
That's right. And it's, that's like Proverbs 18:24 says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly. Mm-hmm. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
And that's Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. And in the Bible, it's talking about your wife. But yeah, Jesus is a friend, and a very helpful friend in time of need. So but in life, in recovery, well, in my addiction, I had a bunch of friends,
Yeah.
right? And they were, the untrustworthy. The only reason they was hanging around was because of what I might have had in my pocket. Or the other way around, right? The only reason I might be hanging out with you is because of what you had in your pocket, of what you could do for me, right? So...
Yeah, and then in our recovery, we start cutting out all those friends.
Right. Well, that's what we talk about, the people, places, and things. We have to change.
Yeah.
And this is one of it. So.
Yep. And you have to make sure that when you're taking those old friends out, that you're putting new things in those places of the negative things that you've removed out of your life. You have to add positive things into it.
Right. I suggest to add Jesus first, get God, and get that relationship right. Because like we said before, that this relationship, you get straight up vertical, with God, and He'll take care of your relationships horizontal. But meanwhile, we have, like we were talking about, taking things out of our life, there's people, places, and things that we're tied in with our addiction. The people that we take out of our life, we're created to be with other people. I wasn't created just to be alone here on earth, by myself.
No, God never meant for us to be alone in this world.
Right.
Never. He always meant for us to have, unity?
Unity. Right. So, all right. Characteristics of a friend. Trustworthy. We'll talk a little bit about it. So what else? We got trustworthy. Funny.
Funny. Yeah, you don't want to be sitting around like this all the time.
Yeah. Whatever.
They have to be trustworthy. They have to be, like I said before, they have to want to be friends with me. And, if you have kids, it's hard to find friends when you're in recovery, when you have children, because a lot of times, the messages you're getting is, hey, can you get a babysitter for tonight? Or, hey, can you find somebody to keep the kids so we can go hang out? And to me, it's really important to find people who are, hey, do you want to go to the playground with me and my kids?
Right.
There's a big difference in that.
Right.
It lets you know that they're really your friend. They really care about who you are, not just what you have or what you can offer them.
Right. Where was I at? I was going to read Ecclesiastes 4:9, and 10, 11, and 12, it says, there are two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up the fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, they may have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and the threefold cord is not quickly broken. So if you're hanging out with sober people, you got a couple of sober people, you have, assurance there that they're going to hold you accountable if a situation comes up. Hey, y'all want to come, smoke this joint with us? It's hard to get three folks to come than it is if you was there standing alone by yourself. It's easier to say no when you got people behind you.
Yeah. When you have support, people who
Right.
support your good decisions.
Right, right. And that's another why sober friends so important in our life. And the thing is, sometimes in our recovery, we get to a point where we might get discouraged or feel defeated. And we get the feeling like, is it even worth me to keep going on? So these friends are somebody you need to have around you that you can talk to about what's going on in your life, and they're not going to, put you down.
Yeah.
There's no negative in it.
That's why it's so important to have a sober network when you're in
Yes.
recovery. It's so important to have those people that you can call on for the times that you're just feeling low, or just for the times that you don't feel like going to a meeting. They say it's when you don't want to go that you need to go.
That's
the
when you
most.
really need to go, right, right.
And it helps to have somebody to reach out to.
And tell you the truth, where I have made my friends, which I don't have any friends now. We say we don't have any friends. We have family now.
Yeah.
Our good friends have really turned into our family. So our family is our friends.
And it's our church family, though. It's
Right,
the family that we have found in church. It wasn't, a bunch of friends we found on the street or at, the crack house that we, expected to be
Right,
good
or
people
just-
or, you can't.
Right. I've got a lot of friends on Facebook that
Oh, yeah.
have, might have talked face to face to 5 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And
exactly.
these are not the friends you need.
But once you get established in a church and you start going regularly, I mean, even without you realizing it, those people become your family. They become your friends. Before you
Right.
even know it, you're like, oh, wait, I do have friends.
Right.
People do like
oh,
me.
yeah, I do have somebody I can call to help me out.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But that's new in recovery. For a lot of people in
Right.
recovery, the only friends that they have, the only friends that they know, it's not real. It's all it's a charade.
Fake in the
It's
fantasy
fake.
land.
And so they don't know what real friends look like. And that's when it comes
Right.
in on not knowing how to be a friend.
And that's my problem. They was like, would I come up with the topic to talk about, making friends in recovery? She was like, why are we going to talk about this? Because we have no friends. But, and I got to think, I was like, you know what? And it's not anybody else's fault that I feel like I don't have friends. It's me personally I've never been a friend, so I don't know how to be a friend. And so it's hard to make friends if you don't know how to be friendly yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and something else that we've said, is when you're trying to be a friend, that's when you'll find friends. When you're
Right.
not worried about how many friends can you make, when you're worried about you being a friend, that's when you find
Right,
the
right.
friends.
What is it, the saying, I went out looking for a friend and found none, and went out to be a friend and found
many.
plenty.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So that's the 1824 is a man that hath friends must show himself friendly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're friendly, you're going to have friends. People are going to consider you a friend if you're, nice to them, if considerate of what they like to do. There's no negative in it. It's all positive.
Yeah. I was looking for that verse. I had read a verse before we came in here about, if basically saying you have to be wise about the people that you choose to have to be a friend
Come on.
with, because a lot of times it's our friends that'll make us fall the
Right.
hardest.
You'll set a trap for yourself, setting a snare for yourself if you have the wrong friends. If you have friends that are still in addiction, not saying that you just cut them off completely.
Not saying you give up on them.
Show
Don't give
them,
up on them.
show them love. Tell them, that they're not alone. But these aren't the people that we can hang out. These aren't the people that I can go hang out with.
We can, minister to them and
And
tell
say
'em-
what you got to say, and then leave. right? There's
You
no
have to be
sitting and
very,
hanging
very
out.
careful.
Right,
You
right,
do.
right.
And it sucks having to draw those lines, you know.
It does. I mean, that's the whole part of, in being in recovery. We have to set these boundaries, and you have boundaries you have to set with certain people, which are family, friends, co-workers, whatever, associates, whoever you're associated with. You have these boundaries, but then there's other people that you have to be. If you consider them as a friend, and you trust them, that if you talk to them, they're going to understand what you and actually listen to what you're saying. These are the people that you want in your life, but the ones that are still lost in addiction, these aren't the ones you want to go hang out with. Because I know for me, the longer who you hang out with is what you're going to be. We've said it, time and time again. What you hang around is who you're going to be.
It's who you are, yeah.
Right. So, anything, Bill? You got a question? Anything? He's on. I caught him in deer headlights.
Threw him off.
Yeah, I've got one for both of y'all. Why haven't you made a lot of other friends?
Why haven't we made a lot of other friends?
We I don't know, I guess. Me personally, I guess I'm kind of content with. I mean, I don't.
Where you're at.
Yeah, with where we are, with the friends that we have made in the family that have, the strangers that became friends first, and now we consider them family. I don't know. I'm real cautious too.
That's where I'm at. The cautious. I'm still learning to trust myself, and putting trust in others is still hard. And maybe I don't want them to know exactly where I've been yet.
Yeah.
I'm not really willing to open up fully to a stranger. But I mean, friendships don't just happen. I mean, I don't know.
Friendships. Friendships take work. They take commitment.
Right.
They take, love. That's to me, that's the biggest thing on being a friend is just showing love, not showing hate. Just show love, and you'll find friends. I mean.
And having the mutual affection toward whatever situation.
What's that saying? You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. I mean, that's Christianity in a book. Be nice. I mean, it's not that hard.
I love it. You're right. It's not about being selfless.
Caring about other people as much as you care about yourself, or less. I mean, it's better to care about other people than But you do have to. You got to love yourself if you want other people to love you.
Right.
So, do you think that opening up is hard? Especially when you start a quote friendship with somebody.
It's extremely hard.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
It's hard to open up to anybody. But that's just me. But that's my problem.
Yeah, that's things you need to work on yourself. That's not nobody else's issue.
I don't want to be your friend no more.
I forgot the question.
But it's but then again too, I want to touch back on why I don't have friends as much. I want to say the friends that I do have now, I wasn't looking for friends. I was actually working on myself.
Yeah.
Trying to help myself. And like I said before, I got straight up with God and was like, look, and then he put people in like the sign says right here, friends are God's way of taking care of us.
100%.
So God's got people out there for you. He's got people out there to be a friend to you, but you have to open up to them and let them be a friend to you. It's a lot of times I'll push people off. They're, hey, you need a hand with that? Nah, being a man, nah, I got it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't worry about me. I got me.
I don't need no help.
Yeah, I don't need no help. It's a lot of times, sometimes, we do need help.
We always need help, always. Right. And we 100% need each other. I mean, it's like we said at the beginning of the podcast, God did not create us to walk this world by ourselves, alone, with nobody else. He created us to be a unified people.
I mean, he gave Eve to Adam.
Yeah, if he wanted, exactly.
He give him a friend. He give Adam a friend.
Yeah,
if he was alone, he seen there was something wrong there.
He needed another human being to connect with.
And the thing is, he had to go through hurt. in pain to get that friend because he cut him open. So I mean, there's some healing there.
Yeah, and it says that he worked. It says he worked in the wound before he closed it.
Right. So I mean, he had to do a work on you. You have to do a work on. God's going to do a work on yourself too, and then God will give you a friend. If you're looking for friendship, you're feeling alone. Promise you're not alone because God is always with us. But if you need something physically in front of you, talk to God. He'll give you somebody. I promise. There's already somebody there. They're just waiting on you to open up and turn around and say, "Hey, look, did we just become friends?"
Yeah, they're waiting on you to learn how to be a friend. Is what they're waiting on. They're waiting on you to take those steps to get to that place where you can even, like you said, accept friendship. You can't even accept friendship. A lot of people have a hard time accepting friendship. Right.
Well, I mean, and I would say it would be a man, just my point of view.
Typically men do have more trouble making friends than women do because men don't need friends.
Right. Yeah, I got this. It's that pride thing that a man has going on. But these are all character defects of myself that I know and I realize and see what I've got to work on before I can even have friends. I got to do some things that work on myself.
Okay, so we listed the characteristics.
Lord. Here we go.
We listed the characteristics for what we look for in a friend. What are our characteristics that we need to have to be a friend? I mean, it's the same thing. We have to be people have to be able to trust us with things that they want to talk about. We have to be loving. We have to be kind. We have to be able to give constructive criticism, but in a loving way. That was actually a definition of friend that I seen. They have to be able, to tell you to be completely 100% honest, but in a loving way, not a mean, hateful, spiteful, way.
Yes, I love it. There's another. I'm not even going to try it because I don't remember it all the way, but it's a friend, man. It's something that we have to have. So when you go to changing in your recovery, you go to changing those people, places, and things, you're taking these things out of your life. We have to fill it back up with something. I suggest get Jesus first, and then he will give you
He'll fill up the rest of it for you.
He'll throw in the friend that you're looking for or need. Mm-hmm. I love it. Bill?
Just got one more question. What about the person that may be listening right now and doesn't have a single friend in the world?
I'll be your friend.
What is one piece of advice that you would give them?
Said they feel like they don't have a single friend in the world.
Correct.
Open your Bible. Open your Bible. If you open your Bible, and you don't even have to understand what you're reading, but the more you read, you'll realize that somebody loves you. The more you read, you'll realize you're not alone. You do have a friend, even if Jesus is the only friend that you have. And if you feel like you don't even have him, like I said, open your Bible. Start reading. The more you read, the longer you read, you realize exactly how loved and how special you are. And if you still feel like you don't have a friend, come to Celebrate Recovery in Hogansville, 3 o'clock. We'll be your friend.
Right. Yeah. Just think about where you're looking.
Yeah, where are you looking for friends at?
Stay off this Plenty of Cats or whatever it is. What is it? Oh, Plenty of Fish. That's what it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, stay off, get off of them. Yeah. But I agree with my wife. It's open the Bible. There's your number one friend, Jesus Christ. He is your
number one friend, supporter, everything.
He's very present, help in trouble. Jesus Christ, we love it. We love you guys. I hope y'all got a little bit out of this. Y'all, look, man, for real, like, share, comment, hate us, love us, like us, whatever. Let us know something. Y'all, go check us out. We're always live on our Facebook, but if you want to go back and look at any else of our episodes, we've got a new, I don't know if we've got a link that we can put up yet, but we do have a website. Yes, www.4mics13teeth1anklemonitor.com. And on our YouTube channel, it's the 4 Mics, exactly like you see it here. That's the lowercase m, T, and A, the 4 Mics 13 Teeth 1 Ankle Monitor. So y'all go check us out. We love y'all. Go make a friend today.
Please don't.
Just like your mama told you, go make a friend today.
Yeah, go make
but
some
the thing is, though, don't just go make a friend. Go be a friend to somebody. And I promise you, everything's going to be okay, and you're not alone. But we love you. Jesus Christ loves you. Y'all have a blessed day.